Boom! What's going on, you guys? This is Luke Pico coming to you guys again with another personal development training video for you guys. What's going on, champions? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys are always working on that mind, my friends, because I'll tell you what you think about, what you focus on every single day, you draw into your awareness. You attract that into your life, my friends. But you know, you guys, today let's talk about how to deal with stress, and anxiety. You may even be suffering from a mild case of depression if you're real stressed out, okay? And today let's talk about how to deal with that. How do you deal with all these problems, especially when you're working in corporate America? Because check it out, you guys, I've worked in corporate America for years and years. And not only was I stressed out based upon working in corporate America and that system, but I would always push myself harder than the people that I worked for would push me. Because I was like, I'm in control of me. I'm gonna push myself harder. I'm gonna do a better job. No one's gonna tell me what to do, because I always wanted to set the standard. And this is a trap. This is a trap, especially in corporate America, my friends, because here's the trap. Yes, you should over deliver. Yes, you should deliver. You should do your job right. You should deliver high quality customer service. Whatever industry you're in, whatever you do. But at the same time, the more that you press yourself to do more, the more they will automatically expect of you. And so it's a fine line, and you got to be the one to determine that. But what I'm saying is you can give yourself more stress and more anxiety, especially if you're taking stimulants, if you're always loaded up on caffeine, if you're always needing that caffeine hit, or you're taking other vitamins and supplements, okay? Because stress comes from pressure, right? Pressure. We all have pressure. And I remember when I was working in corporate America, I dealt with it pretty good when I was younger, because I was always training in the gym and dieting and nutrition, and plus doing that, right? Plus having my family and all that good stuff, you guys. And the way that I would deal with it is I would use the gym as an outlet, okay? So if you're feeling real anxious and stressed out and just tired and overwhelmed, I'm gonna give you in this video, about 5 ways on how you can lower your stress, eliminate the stress, and if you have anxiety, to actually get rid of the anxiety, especially social anxiety. Because if you're somebody who's just so stressed out, and here's another thing, you guys, okay, you can have social anxiety as well, and that is a completely another video in itself. I can elaborate on it and touch on it a little bit here, but we're gonna focus more on if you're somebody who's stressed out, who has a lot of stress right now and anxiety and pressure. Because I remember working in corporate America, and I was super stressed out. Not only because of pushing myself, but all the demands that were put on me based upon my job, my family that I had, everything that I'm working with, right? This is what people deal with nowadays. And the first one, here's the first thing if you want to be able to lower your stress levels. First of all, remove any kind of stimulants from your diet. Food stimulates us. Trust me, food can give you anxiety too. Something that I used to do a lot is it's called intermittent fasting, okay? When you don't eat food for depending on if you're a girl or guy. Girls can have less time because they're girls. Guys are a little stronger, so they can go a little longer. The point is, I go between sometimes up to 17 hours without eating. This will lower your anxiety and stress levels, okay? It will, because your body's not gonna have to burn and digest food or anything like that, you guys. So, if you can test it out, girls usually go about 12 hours at the most, usually, okay? So you can lower your stress levels this way, you guys, okay? The second thing, you guys, the second thing that I could tell you, well, let's go back to the first one. If you're taking caffeine, if you're drinking soda, if you're drinking coffee, if you're drinking all this stuff that has sugar and caffeine in it, you're going to give yourself more anxiety. you're going to stress your central nervous system, right? Your central nervous system is a system. And the more stress you put on that system inside of you, that central nervous system, it runs up your spine and into your head. Okay, you're overriding your system and you can get paralyzed. So it's okay to remove caffeine from your diet at times, especially if you're feeling real stressed and anxiety and anxious and all this stuff like that. Okay, that goes hand in hand with your diet, if that's something you want to try. When you start to fast, you get a clear mind, you slow down, you wind up calming down more. Especially, you need to stay away from processed sugars, simple sugars, stuff like that, because that makes it even worse. Okay, so that's the first one, you guys. Stay away from stimulants and watch your diet, watch your food. If you're gonna eat food, stick with just protein or low glycemic carbohydrates, lentils, split peas, oatmeal. I wouldn't go higher on the glycemic index than potatoes. But I'm just saying, you gotta work with that. That's one way to lower your stress levels. Number two, you guys, when you start to feel stressed out, this may sound counterintuitive, what I'm gonna say right now, but it actually works. Because when you're stressed out, the last thing you wanna do is go out there and work out, exercise, right? But here's the trick. A lot of times, people build up stress, they build up anxiety, they get real anxious. And because they've never released that energy, they never went out there and exercised and burnt through the energy, they never burned it out of their system. So it's all stored up in their system, right? You have to break a pattern. I talk about this a lot. You have to break a pattern, okay? You need to go out and you need to exert yourself. You need to go for a speed walk. You need to go to the gym. You need to get your body, okay, your physiology, physiology is your physical body, okay? That gets, when you get your body activated, it has a transforming effect on how it helps your mind to think. So get your body moving, get your body engaged, get your heart rate up, start to breathe more. Take in lots of fresh air when you're exercising. Okay, that's number two, you guys, get moving. You want to be able to burn that energy because anxiety and stress it's stored energy in your system and it doesn't know what to do, so it's just stressing you out. It's like a revving engine. You need to burn the fuel out. Okay, that's number two, you guys. Number three, if you're still feeling stressed out, if you're still feeling overwhelmed, if you're still feeling anxious and anxiety, there's two ways you can do this. You can, and it's important, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Get out whatever you're anxious about inside. Get that out. Talk to somebody. Talk to a friend. Call somebody. Tell them what's going on. And this may sound counterintuitive as well because I talk a lot about talking about negativity. You can focus on the negative too much and it can make it worse. And sometimes all you need is a listening ear. So if you have somebody who can be there for you to actually hear you through without being critical on you or judgmental, great. That's great. And if you can't help but talk about those things that may be negative, you're stressed out about what, all this stuff going on or whatever, then you have to recognize, control this as much as you can when it comes to really focusing on your anxieties and stresses, because you may feel them, they may be real. Stress, it's a chemical reaction in your body, okay? So get out whatever you are holding on to inside. Talk to somebody. If you do not have no one to talk to, get out of your head and talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Put things in perspective for yourself. Recognize what you're thinking about. Recognize what you're thinking about and ask yourself, is that really true? Is that really true? Yes, I really feel this, but is that really true? Put it in perspective, because most times it'll pass. It's what we get caught up on. We get caught up, we get stressed out, we get anxious, we get depressed upon the situation. Okay, so talk about it. Get it out of your system, my friends. If you have no one, if you feel too weird talking about it, talking out loud or talking to somebody, write it down on a piece of paper. Get it out. Just let it brain dump all over the paper. Everything, just let it come out. Right till you can't write no more. You have nothing to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in order. It doesn't have to be in perfect order. Just get it out on paper. It's not staying in here. You're getting it out. You will feel better if you do that. After it's out, get rid of it. Burn the paper. Destroy those ideas in front of you. It has a psychological trigger that it does for you. Okay? That's number 3, you guys. Number 4. What was I going to say? What's this one? Talk about it. Your food, your diet, your exercise. Oh, okay. Number 4. Turn off. Don't focus on the thing that's stressing you out and giving you anxiety. If you're sitting there watching all kinds of bad news, if you're watching all the junk that's going on, that really, to be honest with you, you have no control over, and you're sitting there watching about how bad everything is and how this is that and how that is that, you're going to stress yourself out even more. You're going to get even more stressed out because those ideas are going to come in and you can do nothing about those ideas. The only thing you can do about those ideas is not take them in. Don't feed your mind. It's just like food. If you eat a bunch of garbage, you're going to feel like garbage. You see? If you feed your mind all the bad information that's out there, then you're going to mentally feel stressed and exhausted and anxious and depressed and what do I do and all this stuff, you guys. You need to literally cut that off if that's what you're doing. If that's what you're doing, if that's what you're thinking about, if that's what you're meditating on. Because what you think about comes about, and what you focus on grows. You will attract that information into you, and you will feel it on every level. Your body creates chemical reactions all day long. Your emotions are chemical. If you allow your emotions to control you, they will cause all kinds of problems for you. So recognize what I'm saying. This is self-awareness. This is personal development, my friends. Okay? The 5th one, you guys. Here's another one. There's all kinds of things you can do. Here's another one. Put on some relaxing music. Put on some calming music. Relax, okay? Listen to something soothing. Don't focus on the other junk, you guys. Okay, that's number 5, right? Number 6, get outdoors, you guys. That's why I'm always doing these videos for you guys outside. For one thing, I get outside. I love being in nature. I love greenery. I love plants. I love earth stuff, right? Get out in nature. Get out in the sun. It is very healthy for you. It's good for your mind. That is huge, my friends. Get out in nature. Go and have a picnic. Relax. Take your mind off all the other drama and demands of life. Okay, and Luke, I have to do this, I have to do that, I got this, I got that, I got to work, I got kids, look at me, listen to me, look at me, you're already looking at me. You have to take time for yourself to do these things. No one's going to make things better for you. You are the intelligence behind yourself who has to take the time and make the time for yourself for things to be better. Okay, in order for things to get better, you have to get better. In order for things to change, you have to change. You need to make time for yourself, my friends. You have to, especially if you're, and you got to cut out. If you smoke, you need to cut that out. That's just going to make it worse. If you have stress and anxiety, it's going to make it way worse. When you smoke, you cut off oxygen to your mind. It lowers your vibrational level. It depresses you. People don't even know that. Your mind feeds on oxygen, on sugar, on information, on everything that all the elements, right? Hearing, taste, touch, sound, sight, smelling, So get outside, you guys. What was that, number 5? Number 6, you guys. There was another one I had too. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, you guys. Another one I had is get outside. I don't know, you guys. I can't remember the other one. I had it a minute ago. It just went another way because I went on another tangent. But, you guys, if you want to be able to lower your stress if you want to be able to feel just kind of more calm, more peace of mind, you need to set things up for yourself to have a productive day. You need to take time for yourself. You need to pay attention to where all your focus is at. What are you doing to your health? What are you taking in? What are you thinking about? What are you focusing on? Because you will get back all that. A lot of people, you guys, they live life and they're just stressed out all the time. Always stressed out. I was in that same game, you guys. I used to work in corporate America for over 20 years doing, working at different jobs, working at different companies, working with employees and people and all the drama that comes with working under somebody else's plan. And, if you're going to be working for a company and working underneath somebody else's plan and corporation and business, then you need to actually take care of yourself so that you could be productive when you are at work. But if you want to be able to lower stress, that's what you have to do, my friends. You have to do these things for yourself, you guys. But I was just having these concepts today because, when you run in, you'll hit obstacles in your life. Everyone does. You're going to have issues and problems and things happen when they weren't supposed to happen. And if you give into those emotions and let them take over, then you feel bad. You feel bad. You feel frustrated. You feel stressed out. You feel down. You feel all this. And if you really stop and think about it, 9 times out of 10, you can do nothing about all the things you're worrying about and stressed out about and all this pressure. And so when you can actually take a step back, calm down, put your nerves in check, put everything in perspective, then you can realize that, oh, okay, maybe things aren't so bad. It wasn't as bad as this. It wasn't as bad as, because then you start to calm down and you're not just being reactive based upon the chemical in your central nervous system and what's going on in there. You see what I'm saying? But you guys, I just wanted to share this video with you guys today. Hope you guys were able to, benefit from some of these tips, some of these strategies that you can use, you can work on, you can practice on if you're feeling stressed out and stuff like that, you guys. This is some of the things that I do regularly. I get out of my head. I'm talking to people, I'm talking to friends, I'm talking to my wife, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys, right? I mean, that's how I do it, I'm not focusing on the worst case scenario. 9 times out of 10, our own focus, our own awareness of other things can beat us up. You have to be willing to challenge yourself. You got to be willing to say, no, not right now. That's it. I'm not going to feel like this. I'm not going to deal with this right now. I don't need to be stressed out right now. I don't need to deal with all these issues right now. And when I mean issues, I mean the pressures, the anxiety, the stress, all this stuff, you guys, because we wind up doing it to ourselves a lot of the time, especially if we don't make time for ourselves to clear our mind, to focus on our environment and improving that environment. Because when you take control of your environment, you take control of your situation, then you actually feel good. You feel good. You're like, hey, you know what? Today's going good. I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm not going to let that bug me. I'm not going to let that pull me down. I'm not going to give in to those feelings and then just, because what happens is, you guys, when you do that, you feel bad the rest of the day. You start your day that way and you just start feeling more and more bad, more and more negative, but that's all I got for you guys today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button below. We're always creating personal development videos for you guys. We're always producing content. We have a podcast over at ironcladconfidence.com. We mastermind, you guys. Mastermind. That ain't bad. Mastermind. You want to master your own mind, right? You want to master those emotions. You want to become supercharged in life. You want to take your life in the direction of success that you want to go, right? Because success is a progression. It's a progressive realization. That's what success is, my friends. A lot of people think it's all just money. It ain't money. Sure, that's the physical element of it. That comes with it. True success is when you learn to master your emotions and master your mind. That's true success, you guys. Because you could lose everything. You can have all kinds of money and lose everything. But it's who you become in the process. But you know, you guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Always creating content, my friends. Always working on that mind. Always disciplining ourselves, right? Because the more disciplined you are, the more confident you will be, my friends. And that's the truth. But you know, you guys, I do thank you and look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Thanks.